I don't know about this bridge. Interesting. I don't know. You can see where other people took the alternative over here. I don't know. I went for the alternative. Screw that bridge. I walked a quarter of the way across that bridge, and then I was like, nope. It was a little sketchy. But I don't know how I'm going to get back up from here. Maybe I'll just take the bridge back. Whew, that's muddy. Yeah, we might take the bridge back across on the way home. Anyways, at least I made it down this part. There it is, Russian Island. Lived here for 10 years now in the Cariboo, and I've never been to this island, and I've always wanted to. So I do have my muck boots on. I'm hoping I can walk to it. It looks like we might be able to because the water level's like at an all-time low right now. But I do have my hip waders, but I didn't bring them with me. They're back at the truck. And I don't suppose I'm walking all the way back to the truck to get hip waders. So I guess if we can't make it over there, we'll just have to swim. There we are. Just gotta go across this little piece of water here. Probably see the Rudy Johnson bridge behind me off in the distance over there. Usually where I'm walking right now is typically under many feet of water. I would say, judging by the shoreline, and the water's probably like 10 feet lower than if it was quite high right now. So it is really low. I've never seen it this low before. Anyways, let's go check out the island. Hopefully this is the way up. A little stairway here, hopefully. Don't know what side of the island to approach from. Yeah, I think this will work. We'll just have to climb up those rocks right there. Hopefully it's not too slippery. Had to ditch the sweater, way too warm. It's January 31st, 2024. What time is it? 9:30 in the morning. And it's 11 degrees right now. And in Williams Lake, there's zero snow, none at all. I mean, really, there's none here at all. Just some ice to watch out for, but yeah, it is warm. We really haven't had a winter. Not that I'm complaining, I'm not much of a snow person, but it's gonna make for a crappy summer this year. Flooding, fires, you know, that whole shabam. Speaking of which, this island, you can see that everything's burnt, all the trees, everything. That happened in the 2017 wildfires. Before that, it's nice and green and beautiful. All right, let's go see what kind of artifacts we can find on this island. It looks like a big army plane or something. It's gray like an army plane. Must be headed for the Williams Lake Airport. The airport's not that far from here. It's loud. Okay, let's carry on. Coming upon our first signs of life. The old guy that used to live on this island. Look at all these cool things. A bit of a break over there. see what else. This is pretty cool. This is where his cabin used to be. The guy that used to live on the island. Sweet. Oh, that's where his mattress was. Wow. It's windy out today. It's like an old stove. Yeah, cooking stove. Huh. And has temperatures on it. Very hot, 600. I guess so. Oh yeah. Old lids from canning jars. Bunch more stuff. I was watching a previous video about this island, and I guess you can see here there was cables and pulleys and stuff. There was a cable that went all the way across to the other side. You just go back and forth on it, or supplies back and forth, I suppose. There's an old grate. And you can see right down in the chimney there. Downloaded a story about Russian Island. It's actually called Mad Russian Island because the guy that lived on it, they called him the Mad Russian. Anyways, I'm not going to read you the whole story, but I didn't read it until just now. Like, I just sat here by this mortar fireplace that he made out of rock and mortar and stuff. But anyways, he came here in 1956. And rumors began to circulate that he was a Russian immigrant or a spy, hiding from the Russian KGB. Of course, a lot of these are speculation and rumor. In 1958, he built a raft, loaded up his partly dismantled shack and all his belongings on it, and floated it across here to the island. Then he built a block and tackle and the cable and everything, which we've seen, for transporting stuff back and forth. They say that it was powered with a Volkswagen engine, and he cut lumber. He had a mill all on this island. One whole wall of his house was a fireplace chimney complex of mortared river rocks. The house consisted of one larger room with a sod floor. He also went and got firewood. So the whole purpose why he was here, obviously they're talking about Russian spy and everything, but he was doing a lot of gold panning on the riverbanks, and that's how he would pay for everything. He would just get gold, and then they say 2 or 3 times a year he'd go into Williams Lake. That's not very much, 2 or 3 times a year to load up on supplies. So he built a root cellar as well, keep things cold. And then it says in 1970 to 1973 he just disappeared. They contacted the RCMP. Nobody ever seen him again. He did have a rowboat that he went back and forth with too. I guess they found his rowboat turned upside down downstream. So some people thought that maybe he drowned, but other rumors said that he had a sister that he went to go see. I don't know, it's a very interesting story. You should look it up. Yeah, Russian Island, or the Mad Russian Island. It's an interesting story. It's pretty cool. Like I said, I didn't read it till I sat here and just scoped it out right now. Interesting. Coil spring. I'm trying to find this root cellar, this underground cave. I don't know where it is. Not a very big island. I gotta be able to find it. I've seen it in other videos, and it talks about it on the internet. So, gotta be somewhere I'll find it. Pretty cool. Looks like there's a big cave right in there, but I don't think you can get to it. It does look like a pretty big hole though. Maybe once upon a time there was a way. I ain't no climber. It's like 12 feet up there. It's crazy all the layers. Like, look at this big protrusion sticking out here. The whole thing is just like thousands of layers. Pretty cool. All right, we got it all packed up. Had a little snack. Time to head back. I never did find the little root cellar or cave, if you will. I don't know. Maybe it fell in or collapsed or something. I'm not too sure. Wandered all over the place on this island and I couldn't find it. So, what you watch? I'll go back home when I have cell service, and I'll go on YouTube and I'll try and find it. And I'll be like, damn, I walked right past it. It's only 10 feet away. There's my jacket. Had to take that off too. Can't believe it. Just January 31st. It was 11 above when I got here, so it's got to be 12 or 13 now. God, it's warm out. It's like springtime. Anyways, deer scat all over this island. All right, let's head back. I think we're gonna make a fire on the shore. Have some smokies. You know what? I was guessing earlier how low the water level is right now compared to sometimes. And I think I guessed 10 feet lower. Is that what I said earlier? I'll have to go back in the video and see what I said. 10 feet? Maybe I said 15. I'm not too sure. But honestly, like, the bottom of the tree line here is where the river has ever been the highest. And the river's way down there. Like, that's over 20 feet. The water's edge to that tree line right there. Boy, the river's low. Unreal. But yeah, you can walk right across right now. I suppose all winter you'll be able to walk right across for another month or two anyways. See what springtime holds, if it rains at all, or I don't want to say snow melt because we never really got any snow. There's not going to be really any snow in the mountains to melt and bring the river back up again. So I suppose heavy rains would be about the biggest thing that would bring the river back up. Anyways, let's find somewhere to have a fire, cook up some bear smokies. Make a stick for our bear smokies. Jalapeno cheddar bear smokies. What do you think of that? This is, I know a lot of people are opposed to bears, but this is a bear that I shot this September. I brought it to, what's it called? In Prince George there, Chilacco Meats. Boy, they do a good job there. So, I haven't cooked one over the fire yet. I just got them back right before Christmas. Microwaving them, just eating them cold, but let's cook a couple over the fire and see how they are. I guess don't need a whole lot of wood. This will probably burn up pretty quick actually. Might give us 20 minutes worth of burning. That's all we need. Just got a couple of smokies. Striker? I don't know. Let's try it. I made a little tinder bundle here. I don't have much faith, to be honest. I really don't. So I did bring a lighter just in case. It's close. Okay, I'm gonna try and shave some of this off. See if I can shave some of it off like this. Once I get a little pile of it in my tinder, maybe then it'll help it ignite. Ah! Trying not to make sparks. Definitely a little bit in there. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, what's this? No way. I had no faith in that at all. Nice. What are the odds? That actually wasn't half bad. Whew. Can you believe it? Nice. Reminds me of Castaway when Tom Hanks, I have made fire! And he pounds on his chest. Oh, that's funny. Sweet. Alright, let's get this puppy roaring. Awesome. No big deal. Just made fire with spark and flint. Didn't even have to use a lighter that I brought. Definitely made my knife not so pretty. Oh, it'll come off. Sweet. The fire going now. Got it all stacked up. These are those bear smokies, jalapeno cheddar. Oh, they're good. Can't wait to cook one over the fire. There. Dialed in. Let's go. It's a good thing I got that fire going when I did, because about 2 minutes after I got it going, it started pouring rain. Yeah. It's coming down pretty good. That's all right. We're styling. Look at us. Living the dream. By us, I mean me. Me and my jalapeno cheddar bear smoky. All the cheese is coming out of it. I think we're just about done here. Time to munch out. Rocks falling down the bank scared me. I thought something was coming. Ooh, that's hot. Oh yeah. That's good stuff. Hot. Cheesy. That's good stuff. We're gonna have to make that second one. Then we'll pack up and get out of here, head home. Well, we're gonna wrap this one up, guys. I hope you found that as interesting as I did, because if I'm gonna be honest, I was nervous about going on the island and thinking that it wouldn't be all that I expected it to be. Maybe it'd be boring. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't all that I thought it was gonna be, right? It was awesome. Like, there's so much to see on there and so much old history. And then, obviously, I didn't read the story about the old Russian guy that moved onto the island and gold panned and everything. I didn't read that story until I was sitting on the island, sitting there actually having a beer and reading through that story. It's pretty awesome. You know, that was back in the 50s, so 70, 80 years ago now. It's pretty cool stuff, guys. Anyways, take it easy. See you on the next one. All right, one last trick. One last trick before we end the video. I'm taking this bridge across because the hill that I went down on the way here is probably so muddy. It already was, but now it rained. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fly the drone. That way when I go across the bridge, I don't have to come back for the camera and you guys can watch me fall to my death. Okay, let's do it. There'll be no audio because the drone doesn't record audio. But let's get her in the air and get hiking across this bridge. Oh God, yay. Well, everyone, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video on Mad Russian Island. And if you're ever in the Cariboo, down at Rudy Johnson Bridge on the Fraser River, you should go check it out. You could probably pretty easily kayak there or canoe there, like in the spring or summertime when the water levels are higher. But if you're going anytime in the next few months, you can just walk over there, no problem. Even with hip waders. Yeah, there's only a few inches of water right now, so check it out. It's pretty cool old history. You can Google it too and read the story like I did. Right on. Take care. Enjoy.